just up the road, since it's Sunday, I think they have this like kind of street festival kind of thing. I don't know if it's here all the time, but it's just down here and they have all these like umbrellas set up, all these street food vendors set up. So it looks really nice. It looks really kind of what we've been looking for. Good morning. Today we are here at the Gamcheon Cultural Village. It's like an area with really colorful houses, a lot of art murals and things like that. We just took a taxi about 30 minutes or so. Everywhere here in Busan, you have to take a taxi basically. So we're gonna go explore. It's a little dreary today, but that's okay. As long as there's no rain, we're up for an adventure. Today we didn't bring the stroller because there's going to be a lot of staircases up and down. So Melissa has Avery in the Ergo Baby. She's actually looks really comfy. The recommendation is to come right at 9 a.m. basically when the village opens. You can get a map at the information center at the front for 2,000 kwon. We thought about it, but we said, hey, you know, with the baby, we're just kind of walk around anyway. We're not gonna like specifically go anywhere really. But if you do want the map, it's up there at the front. It tells you kind of like recommended routes and stuff. So if that's something you're interested, get that at the front. The other thing, Melissa, about the map, she was just telling me is you can get these stamps. So at like different areas, you can get these stamps right here. Apparently, if you get all 18 stamps, I think, you can get like a free souvenir.
Which is a postcard.
Oh, what is a souvenir?
A postcard.
Oh, so not really worth it. But the stamps are cool. So the first stop on the museum or on the tour is this museum. It kind of tells you a little bit about the history of this area, Gamcheon village. But a little bit about this village is it was created during the 1950s and 1960s for people who were seeking refuge for religious purposes. It was kind of like a shanty town almost during the 60s and 70s. And then in 2009, it was supported by the Korean Ministry of Culture to kind of revitalize this area. And they call this area Busan's Machu Picchu project. So from 2009 onwards, they started creating all these different art projects and things like that. So to kind of revitalize this area, and it's now become kind of one of the main attractions here in Busan. Hi Avery, you're so cute. The first art that we saw is this fish that's created out of individual pieces of art on this wall right here. The first part of this street, as we're walking up to the main area, is full of souvenir shops and lots of people taking photos. It's pretty funny actually. And then we just ran into this like water drop mochi. It looks really interesting. It actually does look like a water drop. Basically, what you do here is you just kind of stroll the street. And actually, we could have brought a stroller because basically we're just walking along the street here. And there's these little photo spots along the way with lookouts over the village. This is one of them here. It's actually really interesting. I didn't know what to expect of this place, but it's kind of nice. There's a line to wait for the photo. This little 126 right here, this little area, you can go down the steps. You just have to watch your head, but there's a good little photo spot down there. Avery, are you doing some shopping? Are you wanting an Elmo one? What's that, Superman? You got Superman? You want Elmo? Okay, Elmo and who else? So basically this village, you walk down the street until you hit the end, and there's a pink house. It's called the Cultural Center, but basically just a shop that sells souvenirs. We did get Avery Elmo, and then we got 2 bookmarks for ornaments. And pretty much, yeah, that's the extent of it. There's like different artist workshops and stuff that you can visit, but I think it's just a cool little place to explore for about an hour or so. And then you could have lunch and stuff like that here too. We're pretty much done with the whole location. You could go further down. There's more streets and more artwork and murals and stuff like that. You go down along the streets over there, but I don't think we're gonna go that way because first of all, we have to wrangle Avery and she just wants to explore and stuff. Plus, it's kind of, you know, there's different artworks, but it's kind of pretty similar to what we've seen. So I think that's pretty much all we're gonna do here. And our next stop should be a fish market. It's the biggest fish market here in Korea. So similar to what we visited in Tokyo, but the Korean version. But there's like vendors and stuff like that. So we're gonna get an early lunch there. Yeah.
Birthday, yeah. Birthday hat.
I love that the tour group got them all dressed in the traditional outfits. That's very cool. There is a village similar to this in Chile that we visited maybe 5 years ago. It was 2019, yeah. But this village is definitely a lot cleaner, a lot more organized, and this one feels a lot nicer. Avery, hi.
Hi.
Now we're about to head into a cab to go to the fish market. We're now at the fish market here. Definitely feels a lot more traditional and local. For example, we got this like cart that's just selling food, and then all the shops lining the streets. We're just gonna roam around and see what snacks look good, what food looks good. Maybe wants to get a snack, so we're gonna just walk around and just pick up anything we want to eat. King crabs, look at that. So apparently king crabs are good here. Wow, look at this huge king crab. I've read that if you want king crabs, South Korea is actually a really good place for them. We just saw a bunch at the front of the market here. We didn't really think we should have come to the fish market because we've already been in Tokyo, but this fish market is different. All the fish are just kind of laid out in these vendor stalls along the street. You just walk and you kind of see what you want. Definitely reminds me of when I was a kid in Taiwan. I was 6 when I left, so I have vague memories, but this is a market that I still kind of recall. If you want to soak up a little bit of the more local culture, this is where you want to go. The area we are staying in, the Park Hyatt on the east side, is more touristy. It's a little bit more, I guess, higher end would be the way to put it. Kind of more like luxury high rises and things like that. Over here, it feels a little bit more like traditional Korea. We got this fish cake for Avery, and she seems to like it. Just up the road, since it's Sunday, I think they have this like kind of street festival kind of thing. I don't know if it's here all the time, but it's just down here and they have all these like umbrellas set up, all these street food vendors set up. So it looks really nice. It looks really kind of what we've been looking for. All these street vendors only take cash, but thankfully there's an ATM right here. So gonna grab some cash. Now that we have our cash, we can eat all the street food. As we always say, when in doubt, just follow the stand that has the most line, not the really long line, because you know how we don't like to wait in line, but this one has like a okay line. But it has the biggest line of all the other stands. So as you saw, this is basically a fried dough. One has honey and one has honey and a seed mix. The crunchy exterior with the honey inside is so good. Both of these were 2,000 each, so it's like $1 and change. And it's definitely Avery approved. She likes it. Is it yummy? Yeah, yummy. One of the famous things that you can get here in Busan is these blood sausages. So we're gonna try it, and then we have like fish cake and rice cakes in here as well. It's really, really good. Looks really spicy. The blood sausage definitely has a very chewy texture. So if that's not something that you enjoy, don't get it. But it's good. It's not super spicy. Has a kick, but not super spicy. The best item at the street food market or street is the, how do you say it, Melissa? Hotok, which is the fried dough with honey inside. Avery basically ate a whole one. They have dumplings and chicken grill. They have a bunch of things, but we were looking for a particular thing, so we got 4 hotoks. Really good, and now we are probably headed back to the hotel. We made it successfully, even though we had to go walk through the rain, but not too bad. It's just a little sprinkle. This is the street if I put my umbrella down. So this is the traditional street market right here. It looks really good.